Hello guys, thank you for coming back to the channel. I'm Stephen from Sycamore Cleaning and Clearance in Norwich, and thought we'd just have a little bit of an update. Was sold over the last few weeks, been a bit of a bumpy ride for many of us. I think we've had a few book collections this week has kept us busy, so we've got some new stock coming in. Probably see my shelves are starting to get a few holes up here, especially the bottom shelf. This rack here is hello poltergeist. That's my key rings jumped out of the bag. Yeah, we'll have a quick butchers of what we've got, and one nice big sale, like I say, at the end as well. Facebook Marketplace. So a few things today. I think this came out from a house clearance. Old Roberts, which isn't a bad brand actually. Roberts alarm clock. Sold that for £9.45 the last few days. Also, there's Paul McCartney book, which I've had pretty much ever since the beginning of doing this reselling. I think we've got £4.75 or £4.95 for that. Again, I'll put the solds up online. This book here is Sherlock Holmes. A reasonably old copy, 1927. I think that has gone for about 30 odd quid. Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I think that's gone for about 30, 35ish touch. Again, I'll put the comps up on here. Dandy book here, which I completely screwed up on. I sent the guy the wrong book. Thankfully, he was really nice about it. Returned a completely different random book that I'd sent him for unexplained reason. But yeah, we sold this one for 20 quid. So I've now got to reship this one, the correct book, to the right customer. We all screw up sometimes, eh? Next we have a quite an old book actually here. This is one I picked up a few months back. This is a French book, Le Comte de Monte Cristo. Where are we? I'll look through my screen. 1846, so a very old book this one, which I believe is part of a 3 volume set, but we've got 64 quid just for that book on its own. So nice little sale. Held on to it for a while. I thought it was maybe a bit more valuable than it actually was, so we started 150, 100. I took a best offer for 60 odd quid. Again, comps up on the screen here somewhere. So that is that one. We also sold 10 fighter boys here. Again, this is nice actually, getting rid of some of this old stock. But yeah, 10 fighter boys, and that one has gone for £10 as well. Next we have C.S. Forrester. This is like a 2 book bundle, this one. Not too much money on their own, so I thought I'd put them as a pair, and we've got £10 I think for these two as well. Next we have a bundle of like vintage, they're all banded together, I know, keep them together, but yeah, these are like vintage like bird animal books, which would look nice as decor. And I think these are sold for around about 20 quid touch on those. So I'll get these off the shelf, and I know I've got a spare hand. Then next up here, sorry about that, make you feel seasick. We got hold of a load of vintage computers. Unfortunately, I've not been able to test them. This one's an Amiga Woody. Spares and repair, I think that's up for 40 quid, still on our shop at the moment, if you're interested. This is the one we're here for today, which is a Commodore 64. There, which came with a game of some sort. That's the cover. handle here for it as well. And then I threw in the tape deck with it as well. And because I'm so nice, I might even throw in a joystick, which I've got at home. But yeah, so we've got a Commodore 64 there, untested, as well as the tape deck as well, with a manual with a game cartridge as well. What's this? Pressure cooker. Oh, actually, no, what am I on about? This is for the Amiga. But this we've got 35 quid for. So untested, like I say. Shouldn't be with that one. So this is going to be winging its way out the door. Come on with us. These that one clock, another 2 books. We'll have a quick total up when we I get back, stick that up on the end of the video kind of thing, what we've actually made here from this little bundle so far. I'll just have a quick look and see if there's anything else that we need to pick out. One last one actually, and that's this Charles Dickens Christmas Carol vintage antique book. It's been scribbled in, all these pictures would have been noted on or put on eBay. I don't know what that date is there in Roman, but yeah, I'll put the comp up on screen. But $14.99 I think we got for this book as well, so nice thin one as well, so that's good as a large letter result. And as normal, I think I've filled up this bottom shelf with other books in the meantime, but I wiped it out because we sold 50 of my classic vintage antique books again. Just ones that have no value really, or not too much value to sell singly, so I bundle them up and sell them in batches. So we sold 50 of these sort of antique books for 70, I think 75 quid, and then we sold another 2 batches of 10 as well, separate customers for 25 quid a box. So 2 lots of 25 and 1 75, so 125 quid in old books. So result back again. So the one that you've probably been waiting for, and certainly me and Claire had, we taken on a new customer who's recently gone into a care home and short of space, so we got called in to do a house clearance for him. Well, I say house clearance, a very small clearance. He had a couple of mobility scooters that he wanted to donate to us because they're just taking up too much room, and he's got a third wheelchair coming to his small property, so he just needed the space and needed a couple of things gone. So I'll flip you around onto what we've got. One of the best little earners we've had really for quite some time, but without further ado, let's have a look. You might have seen me put this up on my Insta that we picked up. My son was just having a drive around on it and make sure it all worked, but what an absolute find. Jorvik NT electric mountain bike with a low step or low pass-through step. Really good condition because unfortunately he didn't have it too long when he had an accident. This is our customer, broke the pelvis, so this was just surplus requirements and now gone to a mobility scooter. So first of all, when this came up, it was like, wow, what a result. Looked online, £1,600 touch. That's what these bikes are retailing for on eBay, so obviously couldn't wait to get it on there and advertised. When the kick in the balls came along that eBay wouldn't actually let me sell e-bikes on their marketplace or second-hand batteries, so that might be something that you lot have learned. But yeah, you can't sell second-hand bikes, trikes on eBay marketplace. The biggest marketplace of them all, and we're shut out of it. Obviously fees would have been astronomical being on eBay. The company that was selling it was also doing it with a warranty for that price, possibly delivery as well, I think. So yeah, it obviously priced there is quite high. Had looked privately around about £1,000, but they'd looked like they'd been on there for quite a few weeks. So we've now basically sold this to a Facebook customer within 3 days of getting it, which is now sold for 800 quid. So what was probably less than 10 minutes work, an hour and a half, we're back home, that we got this bike. I'll also put up on a screenshot here, Claire's dad runs a shop in Great Yarmouth in Norfolk, second-hand shop, as well as new items. Check it out, King Street Traders in Great Yarmouth. But yeah, he's taken a mobility scooter. I'll put, like I say, put up on the screen here as well, that we also collected from the same customer, which effectively we sold that to Claire's dad for 200 quid. So he'll put that in his shop, make a bit of profit on that. We get space back because that is one massive bike. You can't just keep it indoors. We need the space, so 800 quid out the door, boosh, Facebook sale. Nice little result, so dead chuff for that. So yeah, there we go. Not a bad week. That's turned a crappy couple of weeks, to be honest with you, into a good one. So yeah, gonna have to get this locked up, or in the lockup. Deposit is paid on it. Had a 250 deposit paid literally an hour ago, and the guy is arranged for a Shipley courier to come collect it. Obviously payment will be made on the day of collection and tomorrow, so I'll give a chap a ring. He's been, yeah, really on the ball. Bit of trust between each other. Sold 800 quid result. So yeah, time to get busy, get packing and wrapping and get some of these orders off. But like I say, here's the totals for the week. It's up and down, that's life, I suppose. This week's a good week. But yeah, thanks for watching the video again, guys. Really do appreciate it. Creeping towards the 500 subs, so really appreciate if you can subscribe, like the video, and obviously if you've got any questions, please put them below and I'll try and get back to you and help you out as much as I can. Alright, cheers again, don't forget to like, subscribe, take care, all the best, bye bye.